O sea, para nosotros es un placer venir, encontrarlos y venir a actuar aquí, que ya son varias veces, y ojalá que sea mucho más.
Iara sank into the watery depths and remained there until the fish gathered together and took her up to the surface.
Rojita, Rojita, ¿dónde estás? Probablemente le enterraron la cabeza en algún pequeño artilugio. Ven a despedirte de tu querida abuela. Tengo que volver a la granja y alimentar a mis gallinas. Rojita.
¡OMG! Acabo de conseguir 7 nuevos seguidores en Twitter.
Tú y tus gadgets. Deja ese tonto teléfono, Rojita, y ven a darle un beso de despedida a tu abuelita. Es hora de que me vaya.
Pero abuela...
Lamento mucho tener que dejarte, pero no puedo soportar todo el ajetreo. Los autos se mueven demasiado rápido, la gente hace demasiado ruido y los edificios son demasiado grandes. Y las líneas para esto, líneas para eso, incluso tienen líneas para esperar en las líneas. Para colmo, ni siquiera puedo tener una conversación con mi nieta sin que ella mire ese nuevo teléfono.
¡Mira! Hice un nuevo perfil para MyFace y ahora tengo 15 nuevos amigos. ¿Puedes creerlo?
Ay, Rojita, ¿no sabes que no puedes medir a tus amigos usando la World Wide Web?
Ay, Grandma, nadie lo llama la World Wide Web. Se llama Internet.
¿El Internet?
Internet.
¿El Internet?
Abuela, el Internet.
¿Internet? Ese es un nombre extraño. ¿Qué atrapas con Internet?
¿Virus?
¿Virus? Gracias. Tengo muchas ganas de volver a mi casa de campo, relajarme con un buen libro y no mirar alguna pantalla o video de computadora.
Esto acaba de llegar. Las autoridades están buscando a un lobo fugitivo, vista por última vez cerca de Hunter College. Según la policía, el lobo ha sido entrenado para comer solo cupcakes y escapó de Hunter College después de que los técnicos se distrajeran con algunos videos de gatos tontos en YouTube. Todas las tiendas de postre en el área triestatal están cerradas hasta nuevo aviso. Si ve al lobo, proceda con extrema precaución y haga lo que haga, no le ofrezca cupcakes al lobo de ningún tipo, ya que esto puede producir una reacción frenética grave. Veremos más sobre esta historia a medida de que se desarrolla.
¿Qué? Te amo, Rojita.
También te llamo, abuela.
Dije, te amo, Rojita. Parece que mi taxi está aquí. Adiós, cariño. Aléjate de ese teléfono.
¿Abuela? Oh, no. Abuela se fue y no dije adiós. Lo hago por el amor. Te quiero, abuela. Lo hago por el amor. Lo hago por ti, abuela.
¡Wilfred! ¡Aquí! ¡Wilfred! ¡Ven aquí, chico! ¿Dónde estará?
Vaya. Eso estuvo muy cerca. Necesito mantener un perfil bajo mientras busco cupcakes. ¡Oh, deliciosos cupcakes! ¡Cómo te amo! Déjame contar cómo me siento. Es dulce y suave, un antojo que no se puede perder, un antojo que yo deseo. Antojo me vuelve loco cuando lo veo. Yo quiero cupcakes, yo quiero cupcakes, yo quiero cupcakes, no se pueden perder. Yo quiero cupcakes. Yo quiero cupcakes, yo quiero cupcakes, no se puede perder. pastel, un pastel, una taza. Cupcakes son bien sabrositos. Los cupcakes tienen cada sabor. Cada uno me gusta saborear. Chocolate, menta, vainilla y cereza. Me encanta tanto que pierdo la cabeza. Yo quiero cupcakes, yo quiero cupcakes, yo quiero cupcakes, no pueden perder. Yo quiero cupcakes, yo quiero cupcakes, yo quiero cupcakes, no se pueden perder, no se pueden competir, no se pueden compartir, no se pueden competir, no lo quiero compartir.
¡Wow! Hola, pequeña. Mira hacia dónde vas.
Vaya, disculpe, señor.
Hey, ¿no has visto un lobo por aquí, verdad? Necesito encontrarlo urgentemente antes de que tenga en sus manos cualquier cupcake. Esto puede irritarlo mucho y no quiero que nadie salga lastimado.
No, lo siento. No hay lobos por aquí, pero escuché sobre esta nueva aplicación llamada Lupinso. Tal vez podrías usar eso para encontrarlo. La descargaré para ti ahora.
No seas tonta, pequeña. No puedes encontrar nada usando internet. Necesitas usar tus ojos.
¿Hago uso de mis ojos? A mirar mi teléfono. Mi señal del teléfono móvil es cada vez más débil y mi GPS está actuando un poco raro. Me pregunto si aún puedo encontrar mi camino hacia la casa de mi abuela sin él. Mejor me apuro también. Estos cupcakes se pondrán rancios.
¿Cupcakes? Tengo que conseguirlos. Me esconderé aquí y esperaré mi oportunidad.
Encontré Wi-Fi en una cafetería startup cercana. ¿Puedes hacer ese salto otra vez? Eres realmente bueno en el skate y quiero obtener un video de ti.
¡Claro, amiguita! Voy a kickflip en un ollie 360 y luego moleré con un pie mono mientras simultáneamente ejecuto un nose stride en un fakey McTwist. ¡Ok! ¡Aquí vengo!
Together in different cities. Most of the work we've done has been here in the Lower East Side, and we make shows out of garbage, and we integrate ourselves in the communities that we go to. And a lot of our shows have been about the Lower East Side. On the second floor, there's a mural that we made about immigrant puppetry and art and poets of the Lower East Side. This year, last winter, we got together in San Juan, Puerto Rico, in a very special neighborhood called Rio Piedras, and made a show there as part of the Garbage Art Festival, and that's the show that we're bringing to you here, a show about Rio Piedras.
village of Rio Piedras in search of a better life. And the neighborhood began to thrive. These buildings were constructed side by side.
I gotta wake up. It's late. So hard to wake up sometimes. What a long night yesterday. My eyes have so much weight.
I feel like recently the streets have been so empty, kind of sad, lonely, and grubby.
I know, cariño. It's heartbreaking. I almost forgot. It's 100 years that we've been together.
Every day, I love you more than yesterday and less than tomorrow.
Shut up. You're so beautiful. 100 years, so many beautiful things living with you, honey. I mean, shut up and kiss me, you old fool.
Ay, sí, mi amor. Oh, there's nothing I want more than to give you a big smooch. I see. What do you even want a tongue for if you're not going to use it?
What's happening here? Let's take a closer look, shall we?
'Many unbearable moments later.
Okay. Settle down. 1923. It was love at first sight. Our young lovers grew in the thriving neighborhood. Children running and playing in the streets. Grandparents gossiping. The shouts of vendors selling their wares. Students laughing and arguing about politics. 1935. 5 student protesters were killed in the first Rio Piedras massacre. 1970. Another student protest. Antonia Martinez Lagares shouts at the riot police from her second-floor balcony.
Asesinos!
Who said that? Bang! Bang! Headshot. 1996. Our lovers, used to the neglect of the municipality, were not surprised. Hello? San Juan Gas Company. Oh, hi. I smell gas at the Humberto Vidal shoe store. Don't worry about it. Kaboom! The explosion killed 33 people and wounded 69 more. The streets strewn with shoes and body parts, and the stench of burnt rubber and grief. Welcome to Rio Piedra!
Thanks, bro. Thank you. Big way. Important American investor coming through. Big money. You know, that special tax break for American investors you told me about? I love that. I love that. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's OP. So, is this the property you were telling me about? Let me explain. I put in the money. Comprendes, bro? Dinero. Cash money. I put in my money, and out comes more money. Free money!
Who but you could turn this neighborhood around? All around us we have delinquents, drug dealers, Dominicans and blacks.
I hope there's no more of those things. A giant cockroach! You didn't tell me this place has giant cockroaches. Step on it! Step on it! It's still moving! Kill it! Kill it! No, kill it more! Get me on the first plane to Costa Rica. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
My God, it's
Oh my God.
A toast for survival! They will never destroy us! We're the grandchildren of those they killed! But we are not more colonization, and not more massacres, and no more sterilization! Comprende? Yes? Can't do that.
I in this building. It is after much consideration that my team of experts have concluded that due to your dilapidated condition, you have become a danger, both to yourself and to the community. But do not fear, for I come with wonderful opportunity for healing and managed care in the fresh air of the countryside, where my staff of professionals will renovate and care for you. We will help you relocate. By force if necessary.
What are they doing with the building?
We need your help.
We need your help.
We gotta find this building. It's somewhere around here, I know. It's somewhere around this neighborhood, so bring in the cockroach antennas. Let's make this audience become a cockroaches. Where are the antennas? We're gonna find her. We're gonna save the building.
I think we're being encouraged. Okay. Oh my.
Little cockroaches, get away from the scary men.
Look at her. She's doing great.
We're gonna knock it down now.
What?
There you go. Bye-bye,
Oh no, no. Don't worry, my little cockroach babies. I'm the cockroach queen, la reina cucaracha. They can destroy one building. They can kill one person, but they can never kill the people. We need the help of the community to put together the body of the queen cockroach.
I'm getting out of here.
Look at me. I'm flying. Together we can do it. It's all about the love. It's all about community. Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming to our show. This piece that you saw was a piece that we created last winter in Rio Piedras, in San Juan. And this is a community project. And so many hands and hearts went into creating this. All of the people you see here, there's the Junktown Duende, me, and Pablo, and Daniela, and Desiree, and I want to mention the late, great Daniel Polnow, who is also the spirit of this group.
Oh, here it was.
Casey, I'm really curious about the costumes and how much of it was your choice of materials and colors, and how much of it came out of rough sketches, how much of it just, how much of it was planned beforehand?
It's very hard to pull that apart, and especially at this point, many years later.
Yeah.
Because, this is a lot of connections that is a little hard to define the edges.
So I reached out and they let me know that they weren't looking for anybody else at that time. But keep in touch. And Tanya worked with them that year. You created or performed songs of the Onion. And I came out to see it, and it was extraordinary. And I remember I met Ralph outside of his studio. He was walking down, and I just instantly felt a kinship with him. And at the time, I was auditioning for the Blue Man Group, an extended audition for the Blue Man Group. And he was like, "Well, if the Blue Man thing doesn't work out, maybe we'll see you around."
Afterwards, I was like, wow, who is that sexy little man that was breathing wind in the bathroom? And we created such brilliance and like barely knowing each other. And that was a great origin story because it just highlighted one of the first things you do is you just put the things on and breathe, And yeah, and then I had a blast. We had dancing turnips and milk cartons, and yeah, I was pretty much hooked.
And you know, my experience was similar to Kim's too. I think there's a way that Ralph and Casey were so matter of fact with how they do things and so welcoming all the way through the process. You know, that first day that you show up for rehearsal, that I showed up for rehearsal, you know, a lot of the masks are there. They're still maybe being developed, the costumes are being developed. But if you've never worked with masks before, or never worked with Ralph's stuff before, it'd be a little intimidating, you know? It's beautiful, it feels like these precious artifacts, but Ralph was not precious about them at all. As Kim said, you just get in them and go. And he was very matter of fact, very straightforward with the kind of feedback he'd give you. And then the same thing continued throughout the whole process, really. You get up to the house in Salem, and this is sort of just how it works. This is our schedule. This is, you know, the rotation for who cooks lunch and who cooks dinner. This is how the days run, and you just jump in and go. There's no kind of, you know, hazing process. If you're there, you're part of it, you know. So I think the companies that the Ralph and Casey chose were full of really wonderful people.
I was like, oh yeah, this is what acting is. Going to a small community and just putting on a show. It's such an ancient tradition. Yeah.
I just want to share that there's an opportunity to see some of Ralph's Masks and Puppets in performance tonight as part of the micro theater starting at 9. I don't know what tickets are like, but it's happening.
Yeah, it's our Coney Island show.
Yeah, often when friends and family would come to the show, I'd say, "What was it? What you were expecting?" And everyone said, "No." Because you hear puppet show and you think of like these stationary little puppets behind something or around something. We used like the entire space, and sometimes we had incredible spaces to work in, like the Vermont mountains behind us, or a hill to run down with your puppet and give even more movement.
And then sing a solo. Just
yeah,
run down with
Or
a big
sing
puppet.
a 4 or 5 part harmony.
Yeah, and back to all the puppets having movement, you know, there was just so much incredible movement, even wave puppets, just waves fluttering through, and Ralph was a big fan of the movement and having sections where there was just music and movement. Yeah, so it was never what anyone expected.
Occasionally on the way to a gig, I'd see a sign that would say something like, Meadowy Puppets, Saturday, 8 p.m. And then I would look at that sign and think, that really doesn't quite contain what we're doing.
Yeah.
Puppet show, yeah, exactly. Puppets. Not just that.
Preface poem. My wife Elizabeth and I attended Ralph and Casey's wedding. Elizabeth was pregnant with our first baby, Sophie. And working with the spirit of the moment, which was our style, we bought a little house nearby in Salem on that trip. I've been spending summers around those parts ever since, and now our house is the Elizabeth Murray Artist Residency in June and August. Ralph and Casey and Meadowy are woven into my life. We are woven together. If you were to give Ralph's spirit a name, I'd call it our community. So here's to Ralph Lee. Gather together. More together than that. Put a face on your mask, put a hat on your hat. The doves are cooing his name, singing, Ralph Lee, the livelong day. Oh, if only the day could be that long. That's all I got to say. Ralph Lee, Ralph Lee, the hills of Hebron sing his name. Can you hear him? Ralph Lee, the hills of Hebron sing his name. Can you hear him? Melodious, unceremonious, harmonious, echolalious, wahoo! Like and lightning, silk wave slivers, blam, clomp, slam, stomp, wild man shivers, odoriferous vegetable soup sonority, passionate strawberry cake, whipped cream is favorite dessert, I have it on good authority. Ralph Lee, the hills of Hebron sing his name. Can you hear him? Ralph Lee, The hills of Hebron sing his name, can you hear them? Well, the song goes on, I suppose, on and on, the never-ending flows. We hear it in the silence moon, in the cacophony of stars, also known as crickets. That's a good one. Also known as crickets and frogs. The incessant essence, pure heart's candescence. Ralph Lee, family, actually, really, substantially, naturally, musically, anomaly, casually, simile, homily, infallibly, community, totally, holy, moly, Ralph Lee.